I didn't come to this level this way. I started from market to market. That is the local. They use water, they poured on me. That is local. I was spied upon. That is local. I climbed to the mountain. That is local. They say monkey is on the mountain. That is local. I came down from no place. That is local. Today, this is still local. Because where your church, look up here, God does not bless a ministry. He bless a minister. And as a minister is being blessed, his followers are being blessed. Look up here. It is a tree with root and stem. If he absorbs water, the roots will absorb water, give to the stems. The stem will now bring it to the tree, and the tree will now distribute it to the branches, and the branches will now give it to the leaves. And sunlight, which is called photosynthesis, will now shower upon it, and it will be greenish in color. There are different things that makes a thing. One thing cannot make a thing. I am here to remind you also, those of you that are my members, this is another covenant date that is coming. Make sure you go into God with a covenant this very 31st December. Make sure, dispose whatsoever you want to give to God. Don't expose it. Sow it between you and your God. Sow it between you and your God. When the offering table will be placed here, you will dance crazily. Give God that thing. Look up here. That very plodge can be removed by what? By sacrificial seed. He said in the book of, is it 2 Samuel or 2 Samuel 24 verse 24 to 25, David has a plodge in the land of Israel, and they tried to remove that very plodge. The plodge was still there. He went and moved Aruna and told Aruna, look at this plodge that is happening to me. Aruna said that this plodge can only be removed through sacrifice, but my king, let me give you the sheep and the cattle for sacrifice. David said, no, I can never give to God. If this sacrifice will remove this plodge, why will you dash me? My country Israel are suffering. We want to come out of this very plodge. He now bought it. That is why he said in verse 24, he said, I can never give to God what costs me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver, 25. And the Bible said in verse 25 that, and David built there an altar to the Lord. That is the altar of the sacrifice, and offered burnt offering and peace offering. So the Lord heard the prayer for the land, and the plodge was withheld. God withheld the plodge that came in the land of Israel. Please understand this. I will tell you the secret of everything that made this man. Sir, do you know that God had a covenant with me? If you read my lifestyle, read the lifestyle of Abraham, you will see that this man has no difference with Abraham. Abraham never lost one of his cattle. Abraham never lost one of his sheep. No one member or servant of Abraham was lost. God told Abraham, I need your son. If 27 people in Mbise J5 had died and burned to ashes, my son, I know you believe in me. You could have come and asked me, but daddy, this disaster is too much. Can I go to the east now and be building what I'm building? Can I go to my village? Can I walk freely? The devils will say, oh, now our brother where he killed. If God choose his vessel, he will not allow a calamity. Do you know why God have to answer the prayer of uncircumcised man in the book of Kings? The Israelite was about to win them in battle. He took his only son and sacrificed. He didn't know who he's sacrificing it for. God did not believe in God. He only had the history of Abraham. He took his son, heir to his throne. And God of Abraham said, what? If you there was not no law. Do this. He said, oh yeah, we turn my back. Israelites, they go win now. God allowed the enemy of his children to warn his children. Sir, God will allow that thing that you love most to know between him and that thing, which one do you love most? If I am a man that loves money, I will wake up early morning and you find that these things has collapsed. Anything that has to do with money is not in my... No. Please understand these things. Any devourer, I am not telling you to believe, I'm speaking to those that believe. Because in the ministry of Jesus, there are talkers, there are seers, there are unbelievers. If Jesus did not waste time with Pharisees, then who am I? I am not calling you one because I don't have anyone here. I am speaking to you in the name of the Lord. The last person you have ever buried, except if I'm not called, the last person you have ever buried is the last you will ever see. In 2019, you are crossing to your greater heights. I say you are crossing to your greater heights. You are crossing to your greater heights. If you believe me, shout yes. In your following, you might be insulted. In your following, devil will enter people to make you find fault in the person you are following. And you should know this, there is no perfect man anywhere. If Jesus said he is not perfect, then who is perfect? If they say Rita Bai, if they keep mouth like this, is it the only fault? He must have a fault. If they say Rita Bai is keeping leg like this, is it not a human being? He must keep leg like this. Every human being has a fault. So therefore, if you are following someone, the devil will always put it in your heart to create a fault. But you should know that there is no man without a fault. Are you getting me here now? It happened in the life of who? Elisha. They were trying to create fault in the life of Elijah to Elisha. And they told him, see you, follow. The sons of the prophets. Let's read it, 2 Kings. Let's open our Bible before I explain. 2 Kings chapter 2 from verse 2 to 7. 2 Kings chapter 2 from verse 2 to 7. He said, then Elijah said to Elisha, stay here so that they will not laugh you. They say you are following me, sons of the prophet. Stay here, please. For the Lord has sent me on the battle. But Elisha said, Mba, as the Lord live and as your soul live, I will not leave you. I must follow you. So I must follow you down to that battle. I must see your end. Now, some sons of the prophets who were at Bethel, they came now. You see the gossipers. In scripture is complete. They came to Bethel and they came to meet Elisha. They told Elisha, and they said to him, do you know that the Lord will take away your master from you over today? Do you know? Do you know? And Elisha said, and he said to them, yes, I know. Keep silent. Make sure no. Keep silent. I already know that God will take my master, but I will still follow him. He's not the only person God has taken. He told them, God has taken Moses, God has taken Abraham, God has taken Isaac. So therefore, it's not only my master that God will take. It's not only my follow by master. It is not only Rita Bai that God will take his son. So many prophets before him, God has taken their son. So keep silence. Then Elijah said to him, Elisha, stay here, please, for the Lord has set me on Jericho. Elijah said, but he said to him, as long as I live, I don't fight Bethel own. Now this very Jericho, I go follow you. And he said, as so long as my soul live, I will not leave you. So they came to Jericho. What happened again? The same sons of the prophet again. Who were at him say, if God no carry him for Bethel, he'll carry him for Jericho. They still meet Elisha and say, Elisha, do you know that the Lord will take away your master from over you today? He answered them again, yes, I know. Keep silent. He continued moving. He continued moving. He continued moving. In verse 6, then Elijah said to him again, please, you have suffered following me. Stay here, please. For the Lord has set me on to what? Jordan. To Jordan. But he said, wallahi, as long as my Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you. So the two of them went on. And 50 men, they now gathered. They became much. People that want to deprive him of what he will follow. They don't want Elisha to take the mantle. Why devil is fighting you? Don't follow it by. Devil have seen what you will get from me. Are you getting me? They now gathered 50 now. 50 sons. They now became more. 50 men of the sons of the prophet. They went and they stood facing them now at a distance. Say, look, we see what will happen. This Elisha and Shege, leave this man, no one leave him. Shege, wawa, idiot, monkey, anumpama. Since they follow him, what he don't get, they follow like mumu, you know get sense. He said, leave me, make her they follow. I know get sense, my sense go to normal one day. You will see that my sense, it will come to normalcy. He said, why two of them now stood by the Jordan? 8. Now Elijah took his mantle, rolled it up, and struck the water. A good follower only look this way. He only look at who is following. He didn't look at the 50 men of the sons of the prophet gossiping him. He didn't look at those that are gossiping him, telling him, you follow this man from Bethel, Jerusalem to Jordan. Where are you going? He was looking at Elijah. That was why he saw the way Elijah took his mantle and struck the water, and it was divided this way and that, so that the two of them crossed over on the dry ground. Now, and so it was when they had crossed over that Elijah said to Elisha, now I have seen you are a follower. Please ask whatsoever you want. And he looked at him. He said, my Lord, I need your double portion anointing. I will never leave you, and I will not kill you to take it, but as long as you live, I will follow you to have it. It doesn't matter how years, how long, 20 years, 100 years, I will follow you, because I have seen it is God that made you. And immediately Elisha told him, if you still have patience to wait, if the Spirit of God took me, then you can have it. He waited patiently. When the Spirit of God took him, the mantle fell and Elijah grabbed it. When Elijah grabbed it, if you read down, he now got to River Jordan. Because he's a true follower, he remembered the way his master divided River Jordan. He said, where is that spirit that have bestowed upon me by my father Elijah? He struck the same water. He got the same result Elijah got. And when he came out, the sons of the prophets saw Elisha. Those that were mocking him, those that were telling him the yellow saw, those that were saying you are a follower, you are a fool, don't know what you are doing, they all bowed down, portrayed before Elisha. And that power was with Elisha. Elisha died with it. Even a dead person was thrown in the tomb of Elisha. The dead person rise back to life. Please understand this. You are not following me in vain. If I can obtain perfect results, you must obtain perfect results. When men ask you, why are you following him? Tell them, keep silence. I know who I'm following. When I'm following late Paul Gindri, people told me, why are you following Mayango? I tell them, keep quiet. When I went to Mayango place to be preaching, my mother said, Eze, why are you going to Plateau people to be preaching? I told her, keep silent. I know what I'm doing. I am not a fool. I have something upstairs. I saw the Spirit of God inside this man. I saw the Spirit of God inside this man. He's not the only first man with this mistake. He's not the only first man that did not know how to speak English. He's not the only first man that did not know how to dress. He's not the only first man that his child have died. He's not the only first man that incident has happened to. If he stand to reference God, he is my prophet. Somebody give him a show. Are you moving along with me? Lift your hands towards heaven. Say, thou spirit of Elijah, fall upon me now. Open your mouth, begin to pray. Pray, 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 pray. Pray, 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 pray. Pray, 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 pray.